all try so hard to keep food on the table and the grass mowed in the yard. They believe in God and country, their religion too. Try and do the best they can, somehow fit into the plan. But we sang Amazing Grace by the river's edge, where the waterfall flows freely down from heaven's ledge. Between tears and the laughter, something eased the pain, and all we did was call the right name. We often stayed up most of the night and slept on past noon. Seldom did much right, lived way outside the zone. We lost our faith long ago, and our religion too. Ignored most every band, couldn't fit in any plan. But we sang Amazing Grace by the river's edge, where the waterfall flows freely down from heaven's ledge. Between tears and the laughter, something eased the pain, and all we did was call the right name. Yeah, we sang Amazing Grace by the river's edge, where the waterfall flows freely down from heaven's ledge. Between tears and the laughter, something eased the pain, and all we did was call the right name. All we did was call the right name. I looked into my grandpa's weary eyes, behind a leather face drawn in pain. Comes a time the best among us dies, and only fond memories remain. He slowly raised a calloused hand and said, "Don't you shed no tears for anyone. See you soon in a better place.
minister on your righteous throne. Remove your wings. Don't spend your time regretting you were born. When life is out to put you down, just tune your ears and hear the constant sound. You say I'm bound for Princeton town, successful aspirations on the rise. Well, I know you'll be, well, what you wanna be. But Claire, my dear, remember when a child would wander out and in and through the hall and out the door and to the fields and on the hill where your father first taught you to sing. Sing you did quite beautifully. It's in your blood to show the world a melody of ancient song. And with my rusty chords, well, I can play your humble tag along or no. For that day when your shining eyes will meet me in that glory land, and we'll be walking through the hall and on the stage you start to sing, I start to play. A satisfaction deep inside, travel eagers can't provide. Your voice rings of a land of which the penniless are born to rise. You sink into a stunning bridge, the audience is mesmerized. No.
Hey there, y'all, look like a big old country hoedown around here. So get on your horses, rope your cattle, and do what you gotta do, man. Big old country hoedown. 4 cups of coffee. You gotta have that coffee in the morning, you know what I mean? But you know what? Let's get some extra excitement. Throw a couple pills in there. Just tell them, Will, 4 cups of coffee and a caffeine pill, baby. Yeah, you tell them. 4 cups of coffee and a caffeine pill. Hi, I'm excited. People say, what's your deal? 4 cups of coffee and a caffeine pill. If you don't know my name, that's Gambling Will. 4 cups of coffee and a caffeine pill. Why you gotta hate? Why you gotta steal? 4 cups of coffee and a caffeine pill. Sorry for you, you ain't eating my meal. I said 4 cups of coffee and a caffeine pill. 4 cups of coffee and a caffeine pill. 4 cups of coffee and a caffeine pill. They say I'm laying bunches and I better just chill. 4 cups of coffee and a caffeine pill. My cans overflow, lets me know when I'm real. 4 cups of coffee and a caffeine pill. Mine same style, but I am hot still. Rockin' that guitar with that old country feel. 4 cups of coffee, I'm naughty off pills. 4 cups of coffee and a caffeine pill. 4 cups of coffee and a caffeine pill. Caffeine pill.
train. They all try so hard to keep food on the table and the grass mowed in the yard. They believe in God and country and their religion too. Try and do the best they can and somehow fit into the plan. But we sang Amazing Grace by the river's edge, where the waterfall flows freely down from heaven's ledge. Between tears and the laughter, something eased the pain, and all we did was call the right name. We often stayed up most of the night and slept on past noon. Seldom did much right, lived way outside the zone. We lost our faith long ago and our religion too. Ignored most every band, couldn't fit in any plan. But we sang Amazing Grace by the river's edge, where the waterfall pours freely down from heaven's ledge. Between tears and the laughter, something eased the pain, and all we did was call the right name. Sang Amazing Grace by the river's edge, where the waterfall pours freely down from heaven's ledge. Between tears and the laughter, something eased the pain, and all we did was call the right name. And all we did was call the right name.
Slow train coming down that freedom track. Slow train coming on down that freedom track. Don't need money in your sack, fancy suit on your back. Ride the slow train. Slow train, all God's children ride for free. Slow train, God's children get to ride for free. Don't need no stained glass recipe or a college PhD. Ride the slow train. Slow train, hop on up while we still can. Slow train, best hop on board while we still can. Just call on the name of a sinner's only friend. Ride the slow train. Come on and ride now, y'all. Slow train, fire and smoke coming out the stack. Oh, slow train, fire and smoke coming out that stack. Heading down the history track, ain't never coming back. I'm on the slow train. Slow train, coming down that freedom track. Oh, slow train, coming on down that freedom track. Don't need no bread in your sack, fancy suit on your back. Ride the slow train. Yeah, I don't need no degree, theology or fame. Ride the slow train. Slow train. Slow train. Slow train. Oh, now slow train. Ride that slow train.
I finally found my way to old Virginia, where my great-grandpa was born and raised his son. Just south of Rocky Mountain and north of Adams Store, I'll be there in those hills forevermore. I settled for a time in New York City. They said no country boy could call it home. Well, I have to say they're right, 'cause I didn't spend the night, that I didn't miss that sweet pine country air. I finally found my way to old Virginia, where my old grandpa was born and raised his son. Just south of Rocky Mountain and north of Adams Store, I'll be there in those hills forevermore. From the Apple I hopped the train down to Atlanta. I thought southern folks I'd surely feel at home, but it didn't take too long to reckon that I was wrong. I crossed Piedmont, headed back where I belong. I finally found my way to old Virginia, where my mom and dad were born and raised their sons. Just south of Rocky Mountain and north of Adams Store, I'll be there in those hills forevermore. I'll raise my sons and live near Adams Store. I'll raise my kids and live near Adams Store.
Yeah, my cat got ran over by a car when she left the house last night. Taking a shower to daylight. Yeah, my cat, I'd be a missing her, but now she a floating up high. With one quick swift, she kicked out the screen when she left the house late last night. Yeah, my cat went to the eternal gate just to meet her Savior, Jesus Christ. Searched under the bed and around the yard. I hope I hear her purring tonight. Yeah, my cat, I'd be a missing her. God, Lord, I hope she'll be alright. With one quick hit, she kicked into her face.